Lacrosse Local is chatting with Dylan Overhouse. Dylan is the owner of Dylan Overhouse Productions, a local photography and video production company. Dylan got his start as a concert photographer as well as being a documenter of places and events. He can be seen at festivals and events grabbing candid crowd shots to being invited to shoot major music acts including Shinedown, Atmosphere, the Cold War Kids, and more. This is Lacrosse Local. I'm Amy. He's Brent, and Dylan tells us how he got his start.
Yeah, my name is Dylan Overhouse. I was born in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I spent my teenage years on the East Coast as well as northern Wisconsin. And then I moved back to La Crosse, where I went to college for visual communications.
Kind of seeing how prolific you are as a photographer in the area, especially for taking photography of musical artists, festivals in La Crosse and the surrounding communities. What kind of drew you into being a concert photographer, a documenter of places and events in this region?
I became really curious about how everybody sees things differently. As a kid, I remember back in 5th grade, we had read the book Holes. And throughout the book, I had imagined this environment and these characters, and I thought that that's just the way that they were. So after we read the book, we watched the movie, and it was completely different than I had imagined. And that's when I realized that I was watching somebody else's vision. Every kid in that room had previously had a different imagination of how that was supposed to look. From then on, I really wanted to show people how I seen the world. So with music particularly, if you're going to go to a show, you build up all this excitement and anticipation, sometimes for months at a time. And you show up and you're nervous and anxious. Finally, your band goes on stage and then boom, it's over. My goal was really to capture these moments and the energy in the room and really just document them. So hopefully people can revisit the experience they just had, maybe months and years from now.
Your live music photography, everything from shooting Artspire to Country Boom to Riverfest locally, has led to music videos for many local artists. Can you tell us a bit about those projects and where did those ideas start?
Yeah, these ideas can come from anywhere. At the beginning, I started reaching out to musicians that I was familiar with and ones that I liked and that I wanted to collaborate with. So my first big video came together after Andy Hughes had reached out to me with a couple songs. And out of the 3 that he sent me, I chose this song, Little Miss America, because the deep message behind it really stood out to me. So we went with that, and I took his song and created a visual story to it. More recently, I already had an idea for a video that I wanted to do. I reached out to musician Derek Romneris. He sent over a couple of songs, and once again, I chose one that we agreed on. And literally a couple hours later, we shot the video. But most often, I'd say an artist usually has a loose idea of what they want, and then I try to take that idea to the drawing board and really just build from it and try to create an entertaining story.
Your photography is all of the area. You know, it's up and down the Great River Road. I've seen shots, again, like you said, of the concert photography, nature, the environment around the area, the beautiful bluffs. What shots have you captured that you're most proud of, and how did those come about?
Really, any of my work that is printed, I'm super proud of. It's just really rewarding, whether it's people see something they like and they want to print it, or special if it's printed in a magazine. A particular piece that I'm super proud of is I made a 360-degree panorama of downtown La Crosse at 4th and Pearl, which turned out pretty cool. I learned this process where you can wrap a panorama into a circle and kind of make it look like a little planet. So I took that idea and I chose an iconic spot downtown that I thought it would work. And it just came together, and it eventually won an award for Artspire, and it was hung up at City Hall for a year. So that felt really great to just be recognized for my work.
You've also done some collaborative work in videography, and I know you have a new endeavor in the works on the video side of Dylan Overhouse Productions. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I work with a small crew of people capable of taking on large media projects. We're in the middle of shooting a music video for Greg Hall and the Wrecking Ball, which will be wrapping up pretty soon. And then we're going to carry that energy over and continue to work on some commercial and tourism-related content throughout the rest of the year while we continue to grow together as a team and hopefully continue to expand.
So you've done a lot of work in photography and videography. You've done sort of your passion projects, but also your professional work. Where can people find you to find out more, to potentially hire you and things of that nature?
You can find my work on www.dylanoverhouseproductions.com. And my YouTube and my Facebook are the same Dylan Overhouse Productions title. So I try to keep my YouTube content up when I can. There's a general gallery of everything that I do on my website.
La Crosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook at La Crosse Locals. And don't forget to subscribe. You can find the La Crosse Local Podcast on your favorite podcast app.